During the spring of 1986, Pripyat was one of the most modern cities in the Soviet Union. Home to workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant and their families, it was a city full of life, optimism, and hope for the future. Just a few kilometers away stood the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, one of the Soviet Union's most important energy facilities. No one imagined that it would soon become the site of the world's worst nuclear disaster. On April 25, 1986, engineers began a routine safety test on Reactor 4. The purpose was to determine how the reactor would behave during a power outage. At first, everything appeared normal. As the test continued, several critical mistakes were made. Important safety systems were disabled, and the reactor became increasingly unstable. Few realized how dangerous the situation had become. At 1:23 a.m. on April 26, warning signals began appearing inside the control room. Operators struggled to regain control. Within seconds, events spiraled beyond anyone's ability to stop them. Then disaster struck. A massive explosion tore through Reactor 4. The reactor core was exposed, and radioactive material was launched high into the atmosphere. The nuclear age had entered one of its darkest moments. Flames quickly spread across the reactor building. Firefighters rushed to the scene, believing they were fighting an ordinary industrial fire. They had no idea to ring into a dead radioactive environment. The firefighters battled the blaze with incredible courage. Unaware of the invisible danger surrounding them, many received lethal doses of radiation while trying to save others. That night, residents of Pripyat watched the glowing reactor from their apartment balconies. The strange light fascinated many, but none of them knew they were witnessing the beginning of a catastrophe. Life continued as usual the following morning. Children played outside, families walked through the city, and workers went about their routines. Yet invisible radioactive particles were already spreading everywhere. 36 hours after the explosion, authorities ordered the evacuation of Pripyat. Thousands of residents boarded buses, believing they would return within a few days. Most never came back. Within hours, Pripyat became a ghost city. Empty apartments, abandoned schools, and silent streets remained frozen in time, preserving the memory of a life that suddenly disappeared. To contain the disaster, hundreds of thousands of workers, soldiers, and volunteers were sent to Chernobyl. Known as the liquidators, they risked their lives to prevent an even greater catastrophe. To stop further radioactive contamination, engineers constructed a massive concrete structure over the destroyed reactor. It became known as the sarcophagus, one of the largest emergency engineering projects in history. Over time, nature reclaimed the abandoned exclusion zone. Deer, wolves, and other wildlife returned to areas once occupied by humans, creating an unexpected symbol of resilience. Chernobyl remains one of the most significant technological disasters ever recorded. A series of mistakes lasting only seconds changed millions of lives and left a lasting mark on human history. The explosion ended in 1986, but the lessons of Chernobyl still echo across the world today.